Greetings. Yeah, I know, that beautiful reading, by the way. That was a beautiful reading. The whole aspect of God's plan, and I mean, I can certainly tell when you guys are hitting the mark. You're hitting the mark. The only thing that I would disagree with is the whole they tried to poison me. That's what it is. I was listening to tarot with and that's years ago. I'm listening to tarot with her, and they're telling her no weapon formed against me shall prosper. She does this shit anyway, and I grinned like the Reaper. It's just what it was. However, when I hear you talking about them using their best root worker, I have to disagree with that. They're not that good. They're not that good. However, you give information, I'll give information. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. And the fact that we've kind of already went over this, it's just what it is. But it just reinforces it, because when I say it first and then I hear it again, it's always better to fucking have a remedial class, I guess. That's what it is. When I hear a reader say confirmation, what are you doing on the furniture? When I hear a reader say that when an earth angel calls judgment on their energy, the very air you breathe will work against you, I have to take that a step further. I'm one of those one up a guy, because I do think the whole vengeance is mine, saith the Lord thing. I think that just really works out a lot better for me. It really does. See, there's a crystalline river meditation that Dolores Cannon taught us. Anyone who's had a QHHT session with me has probably went through that. Anyway, I use that along with a DNA activation strand. I use the brain box technique from Mind Valley, and I just call down a hand on my Jose Silva screen. When you hear a reader say the hand of God is on that earth angel, that's what she's talking about. That's what it is. So when that hand comes through my crown, it goes right through my brain box. Mind Valley, they do the DNA activation of opening up the brain box, pulling the DNA strand out, and doing an activation. It's a Mind Valley technique. You'd have to go take the class for that. However, using Dolores Cannon's crystalline river meditation of a DNA strand with a hand on it, I just have it go right through my crown, right through the brain box, right down the spiritual spine, and I keep that hand on the root, because it's what it is. I mean, what comes around goes around. If they were trying to affect the earth angels' survival doing root work, confirmation, thank you for the AC, we're cooling things off. That's what it is. So if that hand is holding on to that root chakra and I'm just spinning it, it's what it is. However, those cords attached to, well, y'all say that they curse themselves and all involved, and it's what it is. I mean, it's the best I can come up with. We had to figure out something. We had to figure out something, and it does. It works great for vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Now, the issue with all of that is doing root work on the key to universal life force energy, probably with what's going on currently, because everyone's kind of worried, and they're worried for some reason. I don't know, but I would assume that is God calling judgment on everyone's survival. It's what it is. I mean, I don't know. You tell me how morphic resonance works doing a silver crystalline river meditation with God's hand from where I drop my Chokurei symbol, transcending consciousness with the Buddha, using a DNA activation as it runs through my brain box, down the spiritual spine, and just holds onto that root chakra. And then you have readers talking about how the hand of God is on the earth angel, and it allows the universe, that allows the Most High to call judgment down on everyone's survival. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with me. That's what it is. I would assume if you send healing energy for my survival, you get healing energy from my survival. It's just the Silver River Meditation by Dolores Cannon. See a crystalline river coming down from the cosmos. It shimmers It sparkles. It's crystalline. Goes through your chakra, the crown chakra, healing, balancing, and cleansing every cell associated with the crown chakra. That's what it is. And then I just go through each one of those chakras. What was taken will be returned. Whichever one those represent. That's what it is. I'm magnetic. I can send out energy as well as I can call it back. Energy vampires, I mirror those. Reiki masters, I mirror those too. To each his own. What comes around goes around. I don't judge. Only you can judge you. That's what it is. It's simple enough. However, if they're wanting to know how I survived their best root workers, what it is. And I would assume she's losing her mind. I wouldn't know. I mean, that's what these readers say. That's a them problem. I can't do anything about that. All I can do is hold the hand of God, what it is on my root chakra, and keep it moving. Now, what did that do? Well, I mean, I'm obviously going through a serious body transformation, and I'm on fire most of the time. So when you hear him talking about the earth angels being baptized in fire, what the fuck you think the hand of God feels like? So it's what it is. And I mean, when I hear that God is exposing people, I would assume it's through morphic resonance. They're basically telling on themselves in a myriad of different ways. But see, none of that shit was in my karmic contracts. That's what it is, being karma myself. So when you hear them say God is balancing every aspect of the earth angel's life in love, light, health, wealth, and abundance, yeah, it starts within. It starts within each chakra, right? One at a time until it gets down to the root, and then I lock it in with an NLP, or I pinch myself and I ask every 24 hours. I don't ask for too much. That's what it is, calling a light orb from Lowe to continue calling my energy back in the center, my soul star chakra. It's just what it is. However, that's amazing abilities you have to be able to pick up that energy. And yeah, every time I hear information on sacrificing the earth angel, it's just what it is. We're going to find that earth angel. We're going to find that earth angel. Now, when I hear you say that those who came after the earth angel basically cursed themselves and all involved, and natural disasters and shit are involved, is that China? Are we talking about China? I know they had like 900 earthquakes. That's what it is. I think all of 2024 that breaks down into an 8, wasn't that the year of the dragon? So, I mean, that would be the year of the dragon racking up their karma. And I mean, now that we're in 2025 and it's divine endings and conclusions, it's just basically compensation in 369. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 minutes. Then it goes to 6. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. However, I mean, it's a simple class, and the techniques that I use come from the classes that I have taken, and I just combine them all into one. And to hear y'all pick up those energies. Now, I mean, the concern is if you have God calling judgment down on everyone through a universal life force energy, since Reiki is in my birth chart, that's probably because I heard that earlier, that the gods are angered. It's just what it is. I mean, energy is energy. If the Most High is calling judgment down on the gods, it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. That's what you got readers talking about. Nobody's safe. Well, yeah, they tried to affect my survival, and God's using me to teach these energies. And keep in mind, they say these people a karmic lesson. No, 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 no. There's multiple universal life force energy. It's what it is. There's many, many dimensions. It's just what it is. And all of them are under the Most High's judgment. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Has nothing to do with me. I mean, they try to affect my finances. It just affects theirs. They try to affect my survival with the root work and whatnot. You know, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. My job is to find the other individuals that they did root work on that survived. And it's just what it is. I'm sure I can help them out. I can only help people out with what I've done myself. So it's what it is. However, amazing abilities for you to be able to call that out. And that's the thing, is when that information is going out to thousands of people, and then I ask a simple question like, where are the other earth angels with the Pleiadian Master's light Merkaba of protection? and they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, then when a reader is giving out that information, and there's all those people that resonate with that reading, it looks like they could resonate with all of it, doesn't it? It's just what it is. Always happy to help. Always happy to help. However, the pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. And it's what it is. I mean, if we've got survivors of their best root worker, it's just what it is. And I mean, her being an army dependent, would that have God calling judgment down on fucking any army? It's what it is. I mean, she was an army dependent. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that, though. I know everybody's in an uproar over, various different reasons, and it's what it is. We have to worry about ourselves. We just have to worry about ourselves. Yeah, I think when you leave an earth angel to die, it's just, I don't think God likes that shit very much. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Angel Oracle read, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. And to think that all this shit was over money. And when I hear her talking about, them developing a Ponzi scheme over touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm, that's dumb fucks trying to harm a prophet for profit. And it's just what it is. So you would assume through morphic resonance that the hand of God grabbing that root, it's probably affecting their survival, I guess. I don't know. That's between them and God. It's between them and the hand of God. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I do remember her saying that the hand of God was going to be taking care of evil. How the hand of God takes care of evil, who knows? It's not my concern. God is all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. So that's what they didn't want me to embody my highest self, and it's just what it is. And me embodying my highest self is connecting that to wherever I drop my choker A symbol. That's what it is. Every star seed wants to go home, and when you hear Dolores Cannon talk about how the overwhelming feeling of love comes into the room, it's just what it is. Once I made it there, I dropped the light activation symbol. And wouldn't you know, it activated the light even stronger than it was before. So, thank you, Spirit. It's the best I could do. It's the best I could do. I left a comment. This girl's like, don't give away your secrets. And I'm like, no. That's why we're coming to tarot, is because there were so many secrets. And if God is exposing everyone, then it's just what it is. Now, when I hear these readers talking about a Pisces, Leo rising, awakening to their God Force energy abilities, what do you think that means? What do you think that means? And it's what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about the actions that others take. Thank you, Spirit. But when I hear that when an earth angel calls judgment on their energy, the very air, I don't want to be responsible for the very air you breathe working against you. I want to let God be responsible for that. It's probably much better for everyone involved. It's just what it is. Is it affecting other dimensions? Well, I don't know. There's only one Most High. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I hear there's a lot of weird shit going on, and it's just what it is. If you've got universal life force energy being affected, that's what it is. You would just have to go talk to the people that affected universal life force energy, wouldn't you? Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. Keep in mind, the Earth Angel knew the assignment. Yeah, that's what it is. My job is to bow to the angels. That's what it is. Namaste, the divine center within you where the entire universe dwells. I see that, and when I am grounded in that center in me, and you are grounded in that center in you, in that moment we are one. I see you, and I bow to you. Okay, cool. Namaste. I learned my fucking lesson. That's what it is. Does that make me perfect? Absolutely not. I have the hand of God holding on to the root work that some dumbass did, and how it's affecting other people, I don't know. You'd have to talk to God about that. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. And I mean, it flows through every chakra, right through my mind valley brain box. What is it lighting up? It's you got readers talking about the Earth Angel's remote viewing skills. All I see is people running for their lives. And then you got readers talking about Pisces. You will witness their karma. And that's what it is. I mean, the last thing that I wanted to see is exactly what they created for me. So I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about what other people are creating. It's just what it is. I know. I mean, the minute that you start seeing karma presenting itself in your life, balancing that shit out should be your main priority while you still have the motor functions to do so. Thank you, Spirit. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about people losing their motor functions. It's just what it is. Just what it is. And I mean, that's the thing. Every reader almost on the planet is talking about the mighty shield of light around the Earth Angel. Great. Where are those Earth Angels? That's what it is. And I get one every once in a while. They're like, me. It's just what it is. But then, you go to their channel and they don't have a platform, because that's the second key to that. Right? They're saying that the Earth Angel is a tarot reader, or a healer, or a past life regressionist. I mean, they nail all three. They nail all three with the crystalline aura. So it's just what it is. And yeah, energy is programmable. So when I program my INFJ shield to not fade, not falter, only allow in positive energies and keep all negative energies out, like sludge just running down straight into the earth. I mean, if they're sending negative energy and I'm transmuting sludge down into the earth, looks like 900 earthquakes in China. If we dug to China, it's just what it is. Probably 900 earthquakes. Who knows? You quit sending negative energy to the Earth Angel, we wouldn't know, would we? Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I know Pisces has pretty much had enough, and it's what it is. I mean, that connection gets a little stronger every second. The more I do it, the stronger it gets. It's like going to the gym. It's like going to the gym. It's just what it is. And I mean, to hear that it is affecting things in the background, I mean, that's kind of alarming. Why should it affect things in the background? Were they sending energy that's going back to them? Because there's only so much sludge you can transmute down into the crystalline Christ grid. SpaghettiOs. Ascension is upside down. We're not going to read reversals. However, it did come in upside down. However, I don't think that I switched the cards around, and there's really no reversals with this. However, it is Ascension. See that shield around that angel with the hand of God coming down through the crown chakra. I love tarot. It's just what it is. They do not like my spiritual gifts. They don't. It's almost magical. Anyway, yeah. We'll continue nurturing the earth. We'll be sending that energy right into the ground, like the corn woman. It's just what it is. Now, when I hear readers talking about Pisces ancestors or haunting these people, is that true? Is that true? Because I mean, there's simple feng shui techniques I'm sure they could use. That's probably one of the biggest problems with enlightenment is you just really don't feel like doing shit. That's what it is. I mean, helping people see through the illusion, but with that whole aspect of Pisces, you will witness their karma. It's just what it is. You have to have the stomach for it at this point. Because there's a lot of people receiving karma, and I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Yep, connections. Yeah, kind of connected to a little bit of all of it, huh? That's what it is. I hear they tried to sacrifice the temperance angel that is the last one you want to play with. So hey, my Libra justice is in Pluto, and that shit's cold as ice. So that's what it is. Not much we can do there. Let's start with Ascension. Right? And I mean, with it coming in upside down, it's just what it is. Not everyone is meant to ascend this incarnation. And I mean, there being a special place in the lake of fire for some of these people, that might be alarming to some, but I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I'm still stuck on the whole thing that, Dolores Cannon, out of thousands of sessions, she never found a hell. That's what it is. She found the lower astral, but It looks like people getting together in groups, and God had to make a special place for them. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. And it does make end times prophecy 100% correct. So that's what it is. Can't go against the prophets. Ascension. It's like you ascend or you descend. Okay, great. Right. I mean, the whole point of ascension was you don't want to be here when the worst happens. It's just what it is. Dolores Cannon said Hurricane Katrina times the United States, and it's what it is. I mean, we're already seeing the effects of it as we go. 2044 on the clock. Ascension. Each of us is on a spiritual journey through life with the goal of coming closer to the divine. Some steps in this journey may occur as life-changing events. Others may be smaller, simpler experiences in everyday existence. The angel of ascension signals that you are about to take a huge step upward in your soul's journey. You may become more sensitive to the energies around you. You may become more sensitive to the energies around you. You may become more sensitive to the energies around you, including angelic energy. You may feel no need for guidance from other people. Coincidences may occur to hasten you on your path. Call on the angel and support you and to make the process more joyous for you. Ask her to help you and let go of fear and see the divine in everything. Namaste. Aim to bring awareness and love to all you think, say, and do. And it's just what it is. I ascend to a higher level of understanding, joy, and freedom. Symbols: wings, spectrum of light, staircase, Jacob's ladder, rope, eagle, and chariot. It's what it is. And that's my thing, is if there's so much chaos and calamity going on in the background due to people living in past energies and not present healing energies, it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, you got readers talking about the Earth Angel overcame their best root worker. That's what it is. I told you what I did. So I don't know why it should be a problem. The fact that the abuse and torture of humanity for so long, with profiting off the death of the people, I mean, it's what comes around goes around. So, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And God exposing these people. I mean, when I see that, Gemini moon, God is using you to expose these people. And then she calls out that root work. So I guess it would be trying to find the Gemini moon, Leo rising, Pisces sun signs that survived their best root worker. And I'm telling you, my intention was to have the single language bitch could not be able to figure out which language to pray in. And that's what it is. You don't always get what you want. You get what you need. That's what it is. Nurturing in the past. There can be immense satisfaction for caring for loved ones, but make sure you do not forget to look after and nurture yourself too. The angel of nurturing reminds you that you need to take time to care for your whole being. The emotional and spiritual aspects, as well as the physical, ask the angel to show you an appropriate way to feed your soul, perhaps by drawing your attention to a good book, inspiring you to meditate regularly, or bringing a pet into your life that you can walk with, or sit and stroke. Please don't tell Daisy that. It's just what it is. She's sleeping. if she's not sleeping, she's dancing on my head. It's fucking is what it is. I can remember watching a reading. She said that there was going to be a Venus flytrap soul-sucking spirit coming into your life, and then Daisy shows up, and it's what it is. However, think about that. Take what resonates and leaves the rest for someone else. Would you rather it be pushing up Daisy or poison ivy? Some of those people in that reading got poison ivy in their life. It's just what it is. They can kiss of death. When you feel good in yourself, you will be able to nurture others with no need for a reward. Your loving energy will radiate from you like sunlight, enriching everyone and everything around you. My soul is nourished as I cherish myself and others. Symbols, ear. Ear of corn, blue, pet, Virgin Mary, Artemis, cow, and honey. Sweet, yeah, it's leave it alone. There's a lot of that wealthy Scorpio energy fucking losing everything in the cards. It's just what it is. I can't do anything. How is Artemis? Can't do anything about that. Here they went up after a chosen one. That's the epitome of the fucking scorpion and the frog story. Do connections. Yeah, let's go into connections. Just what it is. I can remember a reader saying, Pisces will ask you the questions that you don't want to answer, and then you'll gaslight that shit, dance around it all day long, and then run off to your group. Oh, he's fear mongering and blah blah. But the question I asked would have been exactly what you needed to avoid whatever you were fucking getting into. But I don't bend free will, right? And then they're standing there. Fuck, Pisces was right, and holding the bag like, fuck. My fear mongering ended up being your fucking chance. You rejected the blessing. I came in and asked you the question. If you could have answered that shit honestly, you would have received the blessing instead of danced around it and just continued to create karma for yourself. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. That's one of my favorite things about Dolores Cannon is she didn't want to teach her technique. And there's rules to her technique. So when I see the competition breaking those fucking rules that they don't even know about because they made their own shit. Right? So they're teaching shit, breaking the rules that were developed since the 60s. So and fucking by trial and error. I mean, Dolores Cannon's the first one to tell you that she did everything fucking wrong in developing her technique. That's why there's rules. There was something fucking bad happened, so she had to redirect that shit. And she didn't know if she could teach her technique to people because she was afraid they would abuse it. And the angels told her, we won't work with them. So when I see these people breaking every fucking rule of Dolores's, and you ask them the question that you know they're not going to answer, they're just not. They're going to come at you. Fucking, it's what it is. Instead of working with the divine and fucking seeing the truth, and generally the truth is in the question. That's why they don't want to answer it. Right? And then they do everything they can to cover up the truth. Fucking what's done in the dark always comes to the light. That's what it is. And then they're standing there holding the bag. Oh, he's fear-mongering. And then they stand there looking stupid with all their karma. While Pisces is la la la. Da, 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 da. Can't do anything about that. Connections. Do. And I mean, you got to think about it. That's been the energy in the cards was they wanted to delay because it's what it is. They're trying to trip up the divine. They're trying to fucking go against God, right? And in every way possible. Okay, great. The only thing that rebels against the Most High are demons. Your light triggers their demons, and they rebel against the light. Yes, that's what it is. They're looking at the person instead of the light. The connection to the Most High was developed over time. They're still looking at the old fucking person instead of the one that went through the fucking classes and just unlocked a door that you're probably not supposed to unlock. I don't think many people are chosen to run around with a bouncing blob through the fucking astral. You got to be consciously unconscious. So it's called the paranormal INFJ, consciously unconscious human, for a reason. You add a little NDE on top of that, it's what it is. Who knows what's going on paranormally? It's just what it is. You take Christy Marie Sheldon's techniques along with Mind Valley's brain box, expand your outside aura with an inner light activation of the INFJ, an INFJ shield, put some points of reference on it, and call angels into it. What do you expect to happen when you call in the hand of God? It's what it is. It's what it is. Yes, spiritual warfare is real. I bet it is. It's just what it is. Doesn't bother me any. Connections. Everyone and everything in the universe is interconnected. You only have to think of humanity's effect on the environment. For example, to see how our actions affect the world and ever-extending ripples. The angel of connection encourages you to be more aware of how your thoughts generate energy, which in turn prompts words and actions that affect the people and the world around you. Keep a journal so you can see this pattern at work. Take care to act with compassion and intuition so that the benefit effect of your actions spread outwards to everyone whom you encounter and beyond them to the wider world. By doing so, you will attract a wealth of energy and good fortune in return. I am a valuable part of the interconnectedness of creation. Symbols, ripple, bridge, Greek key pattern, telephone, hand, and musical note. That's what it is. I love me some tarot. It's just what it is, especially when I can channel everything that we just talked about. Anyway, they're going to hate on the spiritual gifts because they don't have any, and that's fine, right? And you got reader after reader telling me to show off. No. I would much rather you say it first. Me come out and confirm it on the same frequency. And then let all of those losing their mind go wade through the fucking deluge in New Mexico and see Dr. Hawk so he can and spit on that thing. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I do things a little differently. It's what it is. Right? I understand vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. However, when the karma earth angel is these people's lesson and they didn't want to work, it's what it is. I'm telling you, when you call someone out as a human lie detector and they abuse their power because they have that pen that's mightier than the sword, and then their arrogance ego takes over. Okay, great. Right? So let God wipe New Mexico off this motherfucking planet. It's what it is. They're not doing anything for people anyway. It's what it is. So, everyone have a beautiful night. Namaste.